the team blue one, of course. Shout outs to them. Okay, guys, let's be quiet. Let's be a bit serious. Okay, we had a lot of fun now, what is amazing. But let's, just for a few minutes, let's be calm. Let's breathe deep in and out and listen to me, okay? We had now a lot of fun. Let's be a bit serious and then we can go to small groups, okay? Okay, what was that first game about that we played? What was it about? If you want to say something, you raise your hand. It was about, what did the teams have to do?
They were talking about our life.
The first game, what did they have to do there in front? They had to do something with color. What did they have to do?
They had to color in.
They had to color in. Who of you colored in a picture before in your life? Who of you colored in a picture before in your life? Yes, I'm sure all of you guys did that. Okay. Psh. Grade 2 boys. Psh. Guys, you can lift up your hands without opening your mouth, ne? To all our Riverbank children, okay? Remember what we learned on Wednesday in devotion. When your teacher talks, what are you guys doing? You're listening and you're quiet, okay? So when I'm talking, you guys must be quiet, okay? All of you guys have, I'm sure, colored in a picture before, okay? I'm sure all of us also, when we started our coloring in career, our pictures looked like that. We came home from nursery school, from kindergarten, and we brought our parents these pictures, and we were like, Mama, Dada, I colored in that picture. Ne? And we thought, obviously, that picture is beautiful like that, right? But guys, can you tell me what is wrong with that picture? What did that person who colored in that picture miss? What did they do wrong? Yes.
They missed coloring in the line.
They missed coloring within the lines. If you compare these two pictures, that person colored perfectly within the lines, right? That person drew all over the place. Who of you guys would think that's the more beautiful picture? Just raise your hand. That one looks messy, right? Would you agree? Okay, so in conclusion, we can say when we color in a picture and we draw all over the place and we don't follow the lines, the picture looks messy, right? Okay, guys, let me tell you now, it's very important. All of you guys' mouths shut and the ears are open. If one of you guys talk, the whole small group is not getting snacks. Okay, it's very important. The same way, guys, when we color in a picture, we also have lines to stay within for our lives. Okay? Very important that you're listening. God is giving us guidelines for our life to stay within. Okay? God, throughout the whole Bible, He's giving us rules, He's giving us guidelines to follow in order for our life to be beautiful. Okay, let me make an example. Who can think about rules that God is giving to us in the Bible? Okay.
The 10 Commandments.
The 10 Commandments. Who knows the 10 Commandments from you? Raise your hand. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of the 10 Commandments. And the 10 Commandments are 10 rules. The 10 Commandments, you can put your hands down. The 10 Commandments are 10 rules that God was giving to Moses in the Bible. Before I continue talking about these rules, you know what's crazy about these rules, guys? The person who wrote these rules was God Himself. When God gave these rules to Moses, it was not that He told Moses, okay, Moses, write down commandment 1 is that. No, God Himself with His very own finger wrote these rules into 2 tablets of stone. So what is important about these rules? The 10 Commandments come from who? They come from God. And for who do they count? Are they just for Moses, or for who are they? For who are they? For everyone, because God said in the Bible, I give you these commandments for all generations afterwards to follow, okay? So since we are the generations afterwards, we must follow these rules, okay? And the same way, when you sit on your desk and you're trying to color in a picture, and you have lines that you have to follow in order to make the picture look beautiful like that, God gave us these 10 rules to follow in order for our life to be beautiful. If we follow these 10 rules that God has given to us, our life will be a beautiful picture. Our life will be a picture that is beautiful for God to look at. It will be a life that is pleasing to God. It will honor God. God will be happy to look at us and look at our lives and say, yo, I'm so proud of that child. That child is following my rules. That child lives a beautiful life. Okay? Sometimes though, guys, I'm telling you, we're all humans. I also am just a human being. Sometimes we slip up and we cross the lines. Okay? First of all, we have to try to minimize these slip-ups and mess-ups, okay? Because if we continue to mess up, our life will look like the picture on the right. It will be a mess. Things won't go well, and God will look at us and be like, yo, that life's a bit messy, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so what is important? If we follow God's rules, how will our life be? It will be beautiful. If we don't follow God's rules, how will our life be? It will be messy, okay? One more thing before I pray quickly with us. Last term, I think it was last term, we learned about another stationery, the eraser. What is the eraser standing for again, quickly? Who can help me? You know what the eraser is standing for?
To erase.
Yes, and what is the eraser in a biblical sense? When we taught about the eraser, what was the eraser standing for? Let me go there to the back to our seniors. What was the eraser standing for? Yes, say it loud. For forgiving. So guys, if we sometimes cross the lines, if we paint over the picture, we can take an eraser and try to erase that slip up. What does that mean? We can go to God and ask Him for forgiveness, okay? Do you remember that? Okay, so to conclude, when is our life looking beautiful? When we follow God